warm and summer is here. It sounds like the perfect time for a summer vacation, but where do you go? How do you satisfy the whole crew? And how can you have a great getaway within a budget? Our good friend Samara Mile from Emerald Travel is here today to help. Okay, so what I love is you brought some of your top destinations for the summer that people are loving. Right. They're booking now. It's all happening, right? So we're going to start out with Italy, which I was kind of shocked about, right?
Italy's been hot for a while, and I think I mentioned to you that sometimes Ireland and Spain sometimes bump it out of the top ranking, but man, the last 2 years we've sold a lot of Italy. I've had a lot of people already be in Italy right now and are traveling to Italy through the fall, so it's really definitely a great time to go, and you can do it really easily in 10 days and see 3 cities. Yeah.
Okay, so you can see, you can do several places.
Yes, so you can take the train. So a lot of times we'll fly people either into like Rome, and then they'll go to Florence and then Venice. And so you really get to see the diversity of Italy, seeing 3 different areas and regions of that
Do you think 10 is the minimum day?
Yeah, if you're going to see that many cities.
Yeah.
If you're just going to do 1 or 2 cities, you could do it in 7 nights, but you really don't want to get there and wish you had more time.
Exactly.
So.
I feel like when you're going overseas, you want to make sure and really hit it out of the park.
Give yourself some time, yes.
Okay, next up is Mexico. A lot of people are still a little trepidatious to go to Mexico. You, though, say it's all go. We're all good.
We sell Mexico very much so in our office, and we are all lovers of Mexico. We actually travel. I'll be there like 6 times this year by the time it's all said and done with the various areas of Mexico. So we welcome people to call us and ask any questions about it, and there's a lot of sometimes misinterpretation of information and events. So we just always say, talk to your local travel agent, let them explain, and also we would not send you anywhere we would not go. So definitely love Mexico, particularly the tourist areas. So we're talking Cancun, Cabo, Puerto Vallarta, Cozumel, places like that.
And Mexico is a place for the whole family. You can find those all-inclusive resorts that are good for the whole family.
Very much. I mean, they have water parks in them. It's very affordable. It's an easy flight from here. You can leave here at 8 in the morning and be there at 2.
So the travel is just, I mean, that's the one thing about Mexico that I think is so fantastic. Now talk about the weather during the summer. Is it really, really warm? Or?
Yes. The highs are normally no more than 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but obviously the humidity levels are different. So you're going to have a lot more of the humidity there, whereas you get into spring or fall, the humidity lessens. But yeah, it's great weather, but it's funny, we'll be hotter here, but we just don't have that humidity.
Got it. Okay, well that's interesting. Okay, and next up, Alaska is always a hot destination.
Yes, Alaska is very popular, mostly with cruises, but we do also land vacations there. We also know a lot of people that have family or relatives of some sort, or friends, or people in the military that'll be up there, and so they'll fly up there to see them. But cruising is widely popular, especially from Seattle or Vancouver. Seattle, I just was there and did a cruise on a brand new ship that was fantastic out of Seattle. So definitely encourage anyone, if you want to go explore Seattle and then be able to hop on a 7-night cruise, it's very easy to do that in just a few days. You can be gone 7 to 10 days on something like that.
Okay, and then last but not least is Hawaii. I visited Hawaii over the fall. It was the most delightful thing. Nothing breaks my heart more than seeing this volcano.
Well, the great thing is the volcano is really only affecting 4 square miles. So of that big island, or what is the island of Hawaii actually, that's a 4,000 square mile island. So it's really affecting a very small portion of it, and it is not affecting any of the other islands. It is the furthest in the chain of islands. So Maui and Oahu and Kauai and all those other islands are not at all affected either. But I actually have a friend that's on the big island right now, and she said you would not know if you weren't watching the news.
Really? Okay, well that's interesting. That's good to know for sure. That makes me happy.
Yes, yes. But I love Hawaii too, and I love each island differently and individually.
Do you have a preference of islands that you visit?
Well, every time I go to one, I think this is my favorite, but it's really hard. I would say probably Kauai is my favorite. It's most laid back and the smallest. It is interesting, though, how all the different islands are so different. They are. They're very diverse, and that's why it's great. You could go to one island, another time go again, and have a completely different experience. So.
Very good. Okay, any last minute just general traveling tips during the summer if you're traveling with the whole family or something like that?
Definitely get to the airport early.
Okay.
Make sure you check in 24 hours before on your flight, just because there's so many flight delays and cancellations when things are busy and weather is out there. If there's severe weather remotely in Dallas, we are affected by that. And then pack as light as you can as well. Sometimes it's easier if you don't have to check luggage so that you're not waiting in the long lines.
Makes a lot of sense. All right, Samara, thank you, my
Thank
friend.
you for having me.
Amarillo Travel Network, if you have any questions, check her out. All right, coming up next, imagine your air conditioner breaking this summer. Sounds like the worst.